Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Tashwita Gupta, your ACCA mentor. So all the advanced audit and assurance students, this is your one-stop solution, your planner and your source of motivation for the September 2024 attempt. So our target attempt is September 24 when we have to complete this subject without any default. Now, AAA, many students have flunked this paper by 45, 49, 47, 48, 41. So many students are flunking. What is the issue here? See, it's the pass percentage, it's the challenge within this paper which is leading to this failure. So the pass percentage, if you have researched on it, is 37% for the June attempt. Whereas if you look at SBR, SBL, these have a lot of like 49, 50%. SBL has above 50% also sometimes. So these are very manageable papers because 49%, approximately 50% people are passing those papers. But when I talk about AAA, sometimes 37, sometimes even lesser than that. 33 was also like the lowest low of AAA. So only these percentage of people are passing. So that means approximately 70% people are failing this paper. So how to make sure that we fall within this 37% and we pass this paper in the very first go. So I've seen most of the people passing this paper in the second attempt, and I'm not talking about an average student. I'm not talking about a student who, takes things lightly. I'm talking about a full-fledged intellectual student. Even they take it till second attempt. Now, what is the reason and why there are some people who might not be so intellectual are still able to complete this paper in the very first attempt? Like, what is different? What is the challenge? How we can assure that we, have all those skills within us so that we pass it in September? So, first skill that you need in AAA is time management. This is the most important one, guys. See, I'm going to give you a 45 days plan of your preparation. But before that, I need to discuss that what do I need to achieve in 45 days? It's not just the syllabus. It's not just the questions that I have to blindly practice. See, if I am moving on a road, I know what is my destination, right? Why I'm going on that route. So similarly, if I'm moving according to a plan, I should know what is the reason I'm doing this. I need to complete the paper, I need to pass the paper, but then I need to develop certain skills and qualities, and that is the reason I am following this plan. So in the first quality, I have time management. Many people, left with 10 marker question, left with 15 marker, 20 marks, 30 marks. Reason? Because there is one question, one whole long 50 marker case study from which I need to figure out the audit risk, from which I need to figure out the business risk. From the same case study, I have to figure out ethical implications. From the same case study, I have to figure out the evidences or the reporting issues. If there are any accounting standards which are wrongly applied, so it's very difficult to get so much of information from one single case study. And in AAA, it's not like I read the exhibit one, I answer the first requirement. So it is like you read the first exhibit, you read the whole question. So the first requirement might be related to the fifth exhibit. So it's like you have to read the full question and then answer your AAA question. So that is what makes it challenging, and that requires time management skills. And secondly, it requires your comprehension skills. So I'm sure you guys must have done this in your English language, like comprehension. We should know what is being asked. So we should first read the requirement and then go and read the case study. And then accordingly, we have to read the case study that, okay, I need to figure out these things. I need to brainstorm or I need to identify these points from this case. So that is comprehension, how quickly you read, how quickly you analyze, and how quickly you're able to identify. This is business risk, and this can also be used as audit risk if I mold it a bit. So that is comprehension skill. Thirdly, what I need in my skill set is my answer writing, drafting. See, in my drafting, what I understand from AAA is that I have 20 professional marks. So I can't do normal drafting, first of all. So I can't write in bullet points. I have to give in a proper introduction, paragraphs, headings, conclusion to my answer, briefing note format. I have to use professional posh words. so that you can get from your notes. You have to read your text or whatever is your source. You have to read it again and again. So if in a class I've explained you the concept, now it's your duty to actually go and read the notes and make sure that you just drink that concept and drink those words so that you remember it forever, at least till the day of the exam. That's your duty now. Come on, I can't come and dissolve that in your brain. So I can teach you the concept. Mugging up, learning is your duty. Now, what happens most of the time with the students is that, okay, they're doing a question, but then they lack words. They're like, okay, I know this concept, but then I can write it in simple language. I don't remember that actual keyword. This still happens with me, so you're not alone in this, but then we have to minimize that. Okay, so we have to remember the words. Okay, here I have to use integrity. Here I have to use professional skepticism. Here I have to use important words like inquiry. I can't say ask, I have to say inquiry. So that's how you make it more, you can say, presentable and more well drafted answer. Then if I talk about next skill that I need to develop is my after drafting, it's about your formatting comes in drafting, keywords come in drafting only. Then lastly, I would say that you have to make sure that your answers, they are compliant with the ISAs and they are compliant with the IFRSs. So when you state something, see, when you state something, you should state the rule. So you should remember, okay, if I'm talking about group audit and if I'm talking about how to rely on a component auditor, I might not know the ISA number, fine, okay, but I should know the concept and I should write the word as it is from the ISA. That's like the keyword, okay. And then secondly, what you have to make sure is that you don't repeat your points in your answers. So I've seen a lot of times like people treat AAA and SB are kind of similar. See, the concept is similar, but the writing technique is not similar. So in AAA, it's more like, you have to be very quick. It's like you're reporting to your manager. You can't be repetitive. He's given you the background, so there's no need to re-explain the background to him. You have to be analytical there. You have to have a logical flow in your answers. If you're talking about a point, now, so you've talked about A point, B point, C point. Now don't come again to the A point. So have a logical flow in your answers. That's very important. So don't repeat, use professional words, have a good format, good comprehension skills, and good time management skills. This is what you need to pass AAA. Otherwise, AAA is the best subject. I mean, the syllabus is so damn easy. So it's all about these skills. Now, how can you develop these skills? You can develop these skills by completing your portions, by completing your concepts as soon as possible, okay? And you have to complete these concepts by using your notes, okay? So if you're taking classes from any coaching, use the notes. If you're not using, they might be freely available somewhere on the WhatsApp groups, or else the text, ACCA Study Hub, whatever you're using. The students who are enrolled in my post result batch, you guys are using the lectures, right, and notes attached along with it. So you have to make sure that you read them very properly, and once you watch the lecture again, reread the notes. So you have to do that, okay. So by overall target is by 7th of August I need to get done with my concepts. So all the self-study students, don't just ignore this and this. This is for the post-result batch. I'm just sharing my premium planner on the YouTube itself. So you have to go to ethics and money laundering. Okay, that's the first topic, can be done within one day. Live class 1 on the portal belongs to that. Audit risk, 23rd July, procedures, evidence, group audit. Now here you, again, what you do is, you do each and every IFRS and the related risk. Okay, related to IFRS 9, what are the audit risks, and then related procedure, and then related evidence. So I have, in my lectures, I've actually taken up each standard. Since I teach SBR also, I've explained the standard first, then I've taught the risk of related to it, procedure related to it, evidence related to it. That's the approach. Then review and reporting, live class number 5. So we've done 3 live classes until now. Okay, so 4 and 5 are yet to happen. So we have the 4th and the 5th one on, like 4th is on Sunday, this coming Sunday, and the 5th one is on the next Sunday. So we all have classes of AAA every Sunday. Then next to next Sunday is live class 6. So other assignments you have to complete by 7th of August. So by 7th August, you have to complete the concepts at least. And please make sure that you keep on referring a little bit of past papers along with the concepts. So my students who are referring to my, the portal, I also teach, or when I say live classes, we are actually doing past papers in those live classes. Since you're doing self-study, then make sure you yourself go through the text and the kit side by side, at least one question. So you can refer to page number 19, usually in our Kaplan kits. It's page number 19 where you can find topic-wise questions. If you're using ACCA Study Hub, it's way more easier because then every topic has a different past paper. So it's already there on ACCA Study Hub. So this is how your overall planner looks like. Then on 8th of August on my YouTube itself, Ultimate Planner is out, which is basically every day which question from where you are practicing, what are the list of Super 20 questions. Then we will solve Super 20 questions in our crash course and post-result batch on 20 to 27th of August. We are going to have live classes for Super 20 question. Again, this is a tentative date. Okay, there might be a minor changes in these dates. And even if you miss the live class for the enrolled students, you will have the recordings available. So that ultimate planner would be out on 8th of August. So right now I've said it 45 days plan, but it's actually a plan till 8th of August so that you complete the concepts at least. So if you don't complete it by 8th of August, including little bit practice of past paper questions also related to a topic, then you will face struggles in practicing the kit questions, typing the kit questions, and then ultimately giving a mock. Giving a mock in AAA, I would suggest you should give 3 to 4 mocks. See, I take 2 mocks. You give 2 extra, you do your self-assessment, you get it checked from anyone else. No, I check 2 mocks for my students. You can write 2 more and maybe, self-assess it, self-review it. It's just about that you need to learn the time management skills, right? So that's it for our AAA. I hope it's clear. Make sure you get it printed. You'll find it in the description box. And keep smiling, guys. Okay. I know this paper is a little hectic and it takes few more than one attempt. Okay. So it's okay. We'll get through this. It's normal. It's basic. It happens with everyone. So don't worry. Let that 45, 49, 48 convert into a 50 very, very soon. Okay, so that is going to be September attempt without any default. Follow the plan. Make sure you follow the tips and tricks I just gave you, and make sure that you complete the syllabus well in time so that you have enough time for practice, revision, mocks, and assignments. So that's it, guys. See you in the next one. And if you want to enroll in our post-result batch, make sure you check out www.agprofs.com. We are having and running 50% discount in our post-result batches. See ya.